You ever watch someone take credit for your entire life's work? I did, and I smiled while they did it, because I knew one day, I'd take it all back. The room smelled like success. That fake kind of success, polished wood, Italian leather, walls made of glass so everyone could see how transparent they were. They called it the Morrison Tech boardroom, but I called it the stage, and my sister, no, my queen of self-importance, stood right at the center of it. Her name's Veronica now, used to be Vicky, before she learned how to spell valuation. $16 million, that's what she bragged about for months, her company, her vision, her legacy. And me? I sat in the back corner, quiet, taking notes like I always did. 4 years of silence. 4 years of being invisible, and I played the part perfectly. Before we begin, she said, standing tall in a suit that probably cost more than my car, I just want to remind everyone that what we're discussing today might be above certain people's pay grade. Then her eyes found me, that pitying look, soft smile, sharp knifed at him. Why? Father chuckled, like the obedient audience member he's always been. Sweetheart, he said to me, maybe you'd be more comfortable outside. These meetings get pretty technical. I wanted to laugh. Instead, I smiled, the same smile I'd practiced for years, the one that said, you'll understand one day. My brother-in-law chimed in, his voice slick with arrogance. Do you even know what a Series C round is, Maya? That's me, Maya. The quiet sister. I looked him dead in the eye and said, a general idea. They laughed. All of them. A chorus of superiority. Maybe we should limit attendance to people who actually contribute, he added, and that's when I felt my phone buzz in my pocket. 3 messages. Urgent. From my firm. I ignored them. Not yet. Veronica leaned forward. Maya, you drive a 7-year-old Honda. You make 45 grand a year at that charity. This world, she gestured around the table, isn't really yours. I looked around at her board members, people I'd personally vetted years ago, people who had no idea who made their invitations possible. I'm fine, I said softly, I just want to observe. She smirked. Then answer this. What's our burn rate? $860,000 a month, I said. Down from 1.2 after you optimized your cloud costs. The room went silent. What about customer acquisition? 142 per client. Lifetime value ratio 8-to-1. Above industry average. She blinked, the laughter died. How do you know that? She whispered. I read the quarterly reports, I said, the ones in your password-protected drive. My father sighed. Maya, these are big numbers. You help people. You don't understand this world. And that's when I felt it, that sting. The one you only get from family, the one that says you're less. I asked her one last question. How much are you raising this round? 80 to 100 million, she said proudly. Confident you'll close it? Of course. Every major investor wants in. That's impressive, I told her, and it was, but she didn't know who she was trying to impress. Then I asked the question that cracked the glass. The first 12 million you raised, the one that gave you your start. Where'd that come from? She frowned. Angel investors. Early VCs. Why? Just curious, I said. And the next 32 million? The European expansion? Derek rolled his eyes. Why does it matter? It doesn't, I said. I just like knowing who believed in you from the start. Veronica softened. A private group, Meridian Strategic Ventures. They gave us our first 2 million. They've been quiet partners ever since. Never interfered. Just wrote checks. I nodded. Quiet partners are the best kind. My phone buzzed again. 3 messages, all from Catherine Wu, managing partner, Meridian Strategic Ventures. My managing partner. I stepped out into the hallway, away from their laughter, their polished glass, their expensive ignorance. The city stretched below me, thousands of lights flickering like a heartbeat. Catherine's message, option 7. Are you sure? That's the nuclear option. I typed back, I'm sure. Liquidate everything. Today, her reply came fast, that's $94 million. It'll collapse their funding. I smiled. That's the point. When I walked back in, Veronica was mid-sentence about a projected $300 million valuation. I took my seat. The first phone rang, then another, then another. The CFO's face turned white. Victoria, we need to talk, he he said. She tried to keep her composure, but panic doesn't hide well on camera. They stepped out, through the glass. I watched her face drain of color as he showed her the notice. Withdrawal. Immediate. Total, she stormed back in. There's been a mistake. Our largest investor, Meridian, just pulled $96 million. Derek shouted, they can't do that. They can, the CFO said. They had withdrawal rights in every round. Dad slammed his hand on the table. Then get their founder on the phone. Whoever they are. The CFO looked at me, his voice trembled. The founder is Maya. The silence hit like thunder. My father's eyes searched mine. That's not possible. Veronica whispered, you work at a nonprofit. I smiled. Grandma's inheritance. 25 million. 9 years ago. I built Meridian from it. We've grown to 380 million across multiple tech firms. Yours was our biggest play. She stared at me like she was seeing me for the first time. When you asked me for investors 6 years ago, I said, you came to me. I invested through Meridian. I believed in you. But I kept my name off the paperwork because I knew you wouldn't take the money if you knew it was mine. You lied, she whispered. No, I said. I protected you from your own pride. The CFO was still scrolling through documents. She had final approval rights on every major decision, he said quietly. She could have stopped anything. Why didn't you? Veronica asked. Because I wanted to see if you could succeed without my shadow, I said. And you did. You're brilliant, Vicky. But you treat respect like currency you can't afford to give. Dad's voice cracked. Sweetheart, we could fix this. No, I said. You can't fix what you never valued. For 4 years, I sat in this room while you explained why I wasn't smart enough to understand the world I built. You called me a helper, you called me small, but the truth is, you were living in a house I paid for. That I stood outside, the city lights reflected off the glass, fractured and beautiful, like the truth finally breaking through. They say silence is weakness, I said softly. But silence is just patience waiting for the right moment to speak. I looked at my sister one last time. Meeting adjourned. Some people spend their lives chasing power, others build it quietly, and when the time comes, they take it all back.